The joys of technology. I had to split this video, not by choice, for part 1 to part 2. I'm not technology knowledgeable, so I had to clean some things out, fix some things up, and hopefully, prayerfully, this one will work. Woohoo! Continuing on, and welcome to our Fibromyalgia show, where channel where everything it talked about is fibromyalgia related. Now we're going to continue with fibromyalgia is autoimmune disease or syndrome. We are going to take a full analysis here. I'm also going to be doing a direct statement on disease versus syndrome, and I may actually just put it here. I haven't decided yet. We'll figure it out at the end. Anyhow, continuing on with the wonderful journey of what about fibromyalgia and autoimmune. Another sign of fibromyalgia is anxiety. Now, this anxiety that I am referring to, it's not the anxiety like GAD, general anxiety disorder, although it can be interpreted by the body as fibromyalgia. Anxiety, if not gotten out physically, there's ways to put it out so that away from your body, not into, but away from your body. If you don't get it away from you, if you don't let it go, it will actually in turn become a part of you. You'll internalize it, and it affects you in mind, body, and spirit, and cause challenges within your body. It can cause sleep issues. It can cause just all sorts of stuff, fatigue, all these symptoms that I previously discussed. It can show up in a lot of those. Anxiety can. And the challenge with anxiety, I mean, it's amazing. I mean, that's a whole new story in itself. I may just cover that one in another video. Who knows? Anyhow, so the sensitivity that is related to fibromyalgia is in regards to pressure. If you press on someone who has it, if you deal with their pain, if you deal, and what I'm talking about is you hear them say, I hurt, I ache, don't touch, it hurts, it feels like so much pressure. These are all true. Hot and cold as well. Now, hot and cold can also be a part of other health issues like thyroid. But thyroid can also be one of those that can actually be a sign of fibromyalgia. It's just a crisscross. You just never know. So, just being aware, sensitivity can also be an issue. And one of my favorite ones, because I have a family member who claims she has TMJ and she's just mental as could be. And it's like, okay, whatever, you have TMJ. Not necessarily. I just agree with her just to get her away from me, because when you're dealing with health issues, when you're dealing with challenges, you tend to not argue. You're like, okay, whatever, just, And I've learned to just, some things you have to just let them go. Sometimes you have to say enough is enough. You can't touch me here. You can't, and touch may be actually verbally touching. Just putting up, those blocks, those boundaries, that can actually protect you. In what I regard, I'm coming back to this TMJ thing. I didn't think I had it until the doctor actually said, oh yeah, you have a mild case of TMJ. I do. Now, mind you, I didn't know, obviously, that I had TMJ, even a mild case of it. But every once in a while, I'll hear my jaw popping. And it just pops. It feels really weird. It doesn't hurt, although it can hurt. What I've noticed the most, though, is that you can feel pricklies all over your face, or your face feels really funny or numb, and maybe somebody who's like this. That is also a sign of it. Now, another autoimmune piece is psoriasis. Now, I do have a mild case of psoriasis in my hairline, and I've had to be very cautious with it because there's nothing I can do. But I know that it's not like one of those autoimmune things. I know it's a side effect of being overdosed on a medication when I was much younger. Besides the point, it's also what exacerbated the fibromyalgia and really brought it out. And I didn't know it at the time. Of course, at the time, I didn't know I had fibromyalgia. I just knew I had all these signs and symptoms of just being fatigued. Don't touch me. Oh, another one, temperamental. Oh my goodness, just either depression or get away from me. Don't touch me. I don't want to talk to you. When you hear those things, especially from somebody who has fibromyalgia, give them their space. That is a recommendation from a fibromyalgia sufferer, okay? Now, I'm going to also end this on a very happy, positive note here, okay? Is fibromyalgia something that you can be cured from and it can be magically taken away and you can live this most magnetic and magnificent life? No, it's not. Can you manage through it? Sure. I'm here to tell you that I have seen all aspects of fibromyalgia, from severe all the way to very, very mild. And I'm going to tell you that it is possible to live a low to no pain life. That's coming from a fibromyalgia sufferer. And I love helping people do the exact same thing that I did for me. I want to help you guys live a low to no pain life. And you may not actually have the diagnosis of fibromyalgia. If you have any of the symptoms that come with fibromyalgia, that includes you too. I don't want anyone to live a painful life, especially if it's something that is under control, able to be put under control. Now, there are some medicines, and I am not against medication. However, I will not promote some of these self-medicating products. I don't promote those. And I am not even going to name them because I don't promote them. If you approach me about it, I'm going to say, I'm sorry, I don't agree with it. Simply because I'm allergic to it, a lot of it. And I even discovered I'm allergic to quinoa. Come on, quinoa? That's so simple, vegan, everything else. Nope, my throat swelled up real good. So one of the common ones is Nsaid pain relievers, can help with fibromyalgia. Steroids that are discussed with the doctor on what might work best in that case. Antidepressants as well, talk with the doctor or psychiatrist. Those could help. I know some of my clients have been put on antidepressants, but they still have all the problems and the challenges, and they've been working on getting better. And they found that my programs do help them quite a bit. In fact, it's been a back and forth because one of them is not in a position to be able to get out like he'd like. Anyhow, and anticonvulsant, anti-seizure medications, which is what I was originally put on. And that's another story, another topic. I'm not on that kind of medication anymore, simply because I only have one kidney too. And these medications are not good for just one kidney. So for all that said, fibromyalgia, I'll definitely, hands down, without a question, say it is not autoimmune. But there is a defined statement that is it syndrome or is it disease? I have my thoughts on that as well and medical backing on it. So Until next time, look forward to talking with you. Hit the subscribe button if you'd like to hear more. I have more stuff coming. I even have a newsletter as well as some freebies. So just keep an eye out because they're coming up real soon.